Okay, so hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I do apologize for the fact that we are going up a little bit late. We've had a few technical problems. I got a problem in my mouth now. So hopefully this is now working. YouTube is telling me that it's working. So good, we appear to be live. We've been slightly beset because we've been hanging on slightly for another cast member who seems to have not managed to get through. So we've just been rejigging the parts. So this is really live theatre, exactly as it happens. Thank you for joining us on this sunny afternoon. So hello, I'm Lizzie. I'm artistic director for Shake-Scene Shakespeare. And this wonderful group of people that you see before you on the screen are your cast for this afternoon. And they are going to be presenting 4 scenes to you. So we have coming back for the umpteenth time. Everybody here is an old hand now. It's lovely to have them around. We have Fergus, we have Siegffried joining us from Paris. We've got Geoffrey, we've got Dewi, Dewi, darling, you're not going to be Brutus now. I've had to cut that scene. Sorry. And we have Larissa and we have Linda. So yeah, we'll sort it out with your agent and your contract later. Okay, everybody, so you guys get yourselves ready, go off to the tiring house and I will call you as needed. So a little bit of housekeeping chat. Thank you for joining us again. We are the strange company that, well, we're not that strange, maybe we are a bit. We do Shakespeare from cues only, what have been known as cue scripts, but are historically known as cued parts or roles. So we work from simply the few words, the 2 or 3 words that precede your line and your actual line. Nobody in the scenes that you are about to see has either read the whole scene and they have not rehearsed together. So we are in this replicating something of the techniques of the Renaissance playhouses and their players. So we're doing it a bit the way it was done when these plays were originally written. That's our aim anyway. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we've got 4 scenes for you now. I have to change my running order because one scene's gone because somebody hasn't made it. Quick note, as usual, those of you watching us on YouTube, you will see that there is a donations link there. Again, we do not require a donation, but they are very much appreciated in these trying times. We have all been doing all this work we have been performing for you, for ourselves and for you for the last few months. And it's all entirely unpaid. So if you are able to give us a donation, it is very much appreciated, but it is not required, it's not expected. We are very happy if you enjoy the work. That makes us happy anyway. So please hang out with us and enjoy the scenes. So before anything else goes wrong today, I think we're just going to press right on. So the first scene we're doing today is from Two Gentlemen of Verona. So it's always nice to go to one of the Italian plays or Italian plays. Thank you, Shakespeare. So we're going to quite an early scene. Now, this scene has a little bit of history with us, but because it's one of the very, very first scenes that we ever did in our very first workshop some years ago. So it's we're doing it with a different cast, but it's always nice to have this one back because 1, it's a lot of fun, and 2, it's a bit of personal history. And it's interesting to see how things develop as the actors get more skilled with the technique anyway. So at the beginning of the story of Two Gentlemen of Verona, we have the lovely Lady Julia and her trusty maid Lucetta, or Lucetta, depending how anybody says it. It doesn't really matter. And Julia is very much, but very secretly, in love with young Proteus, one of the 2 gentlemen. And, well, she sort of doesn't really seem to know exactly how to handle things. So maybe she can get some help from Lucetta. Let's see. So, cast, Larissa and Linda, can you give me a quick, yes, we're here and we're ready?
Ready.
Ready. Good. Lovely. Always good to be careful on that one. So, quick reminder to the cast, please be careful with, because we've had some trouble with cameras and things. So just check that when you're on, and when you're off. And I will see you guys on the other side. So once I'm gone, you start. Enjoy.
Say, Lucetta, now we are alone, Wouldst thou then counsel me to fall in love?
Aye, so you stumble along heedfully.
Of all the fair resort of gentlemen that every day with parley encounter me, in thy opinion, which is worthiest love?
Please you repeat their names. I'll show my mind according to my shallow, simple skill.
What thinkst thou of the fair Sir Eglamour?
Of a knight, well spoken, neat and fine. But were I you, he never should be mine.
What thinkst thou of the rich Mercatio?
Well, of his wealth, but of himself, so-so.
What thinkst thou of the gentle Proteus?
Lord, Lord, to see what folly reigns in us.
How now? What means this passion at his name?
Pardon, dear madam, 'tis a passing shame that I, unworthy body as I am, should censure thus on lovely gentlemen.
Why not on Proteus as of all the rest?
Well then, of many good I think him best.
Your reason?
I have no other but a woman's reason. I think him so because I think him so.
And wouldst thou have me cast my love on him?
I, if you thought your love not cast away.
Why, he of all the rest hath never moved me.
Yet he, of all the rest, I think best loves ye.
His little speaking shows his love but small.
Fire that's closest kept burns most of all.
They do not love that do not show their love.
Oh, they love least that let men know their love.
I would I knew his mind.
Peruse this paper, madam.
To Julia. Say, from whom?
That the contents will show.
Say, who gave it thee?
Sir Valentine's page, and I think sent from Proteus. He would have given it you, but I, being in the way, did in your name receive it. Pardon the fault, I pray.
Now, by my modesty, a goodly broker, dare you presume to harbour wanton lines, to whisper and conspire against my youth? Now, trust me, 'tis an office of great worth, and you an officer fit for the place. There, take the paper, see it be returned, or else return no more into my sight.
To plead for love deserves more fee than hate.
Will ye be gone?
That you may ruminate.
And yet I would I had overlooked the letter. It were a shame to call her back again and pray her to a fault for which I chide her. What a fool is she that knows I am a maid and would not force a letter to my view, since maids in modesty say no to that which they would have the proffer construe I. Fie, how wayward is this foolish love, that like a testy babe will scratch the nurse and presently all humble kiss the rod. How churlishly I chide Lucetta hence, when willingly I would have had her here. How angrily I taught my brow to frown, when inward joy enforced my heart to smile. My penance is to call Lucetta back and ask permission for my folly past. What ho, Lucetta?
What would your ladyship?
It's near dinner time.
Oh, would it were that you might kill your stomach on your meat and not upon your maid.
What is that you took up so gingerly?
Nothing.
Why did thou stoop then?
Beg Paper out that I let fall.
And is that paper nothing?
Nothing concerning me.
Then let it lie for those that it concerns.
Madam, it will not lie where it concerns, unless it have a false interpreter.
Some love of yours has writ you some in rhyme.
I might sing it, madam, to a tune. Give me a note, your ladyship can set.
As little by such toys as may be possible, best sing it to the tune of Light O Love.
It is too heavy for so light a tune.
Heavy! Be like it has some burden then.
Aye, and melodious were it. Would you sing it?
And why not you?
I cannot reach so high.
Let's see your song. How now, minion?
Keep tune there still, so you will sing it out. And yet methinks I do not like this tune.
You do not?
No, madam, 'tis too sharp.
You, minion, are too saucy.
Nay, now you are too flat. And mar the concord with too harsh a descant. Thou wanteth but a mean to fill your song.
The mean is drowned with you, unruly bass.
Indeed, I bid the bass for Proteus.
This babble shall not
She makes it.
This babble shall not henceforth trouble me. Here is a coil with protestations. Go, get you gone and let the paper lie. You would be fingering them to anger me.
She makes it strange, but she would be best pleased to be so angered with another letter.
Nay, would I were so angered with the same. Oh, hateful hands, to tear such loving words, injurious wasps, to feed on such sweet honey and kill the bees that yield it with your stings. I'll kiss each severed paper for amends. Look, here is writ. Kind Julia, unkind Julia, as in revenge of thy ingratitude, I throw thy name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. And here is writ, love wounded Proteus. Oh, poor wounded name! My bosom as a bed shall lodge thee till thy wound be thoroughly healed, and thus I search it with a sovereign kiss. But twice or thrice was Proteus written down. Oh, be calm, good wind. Blow not a word away till I have found each letter in a letter, except my own name, that some whirlwind bear unto a ragged, fearful, hanging rock, and throw it hence into a raging sea. Lo, here in one line is his name twice writ. Poor forlorn Proteus, passionate Proteus, to the sweet Julia, that I'll tear away, and yet I will not, since so prettily he couples it to his complaining name. Thus will I fold them, one upon another. Now kiss, embrace, contend, do what you will.
Madam, dinner is ready, and your father stays.
Well, let us go.
all these papers lie like telltales here?
If you respect them, best to take them up.
Aye, I was taken up for laying them down, yet here they shall not lie for catching cold.
I see you have a moth's mind to them.
Aye, madam, you may say what sights you see. I see things too, although you judge, I wink.
Come, come, will please you go?
And off they go indeed. If I can get my camera to work. Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you, Larissa. That was lovely. I love that scene. It's a lovely example of the text telling you exactly what to do. Poor old Julia tells herself to tear up the letter, tells herself to take up the pieces, tells herself to read them, tells herself to kiss them. All these things in the text really make it possible for this technique of work to work at all, because the text tells you what to do, which is very, very handy. Somebody must have planned this well. Okay, we are going to now do a couple of scenes from Richard III. Excellent, good times. So going to do something slightly more serious. And the first of these two scenes, we are going to the Tower, where it is early in the play and the poor old Duke of Clarence is a prisoner in the Tower, but he's going to receive a couple of visitors. He is hopeful of being released. He has kind Brackenbury, the lieutenant of the Tower, looking after him. And we'll just see what news is brought to him from the outside. So we've had one emergency recast in this scene. So my new Brackenbury, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, well done, Larissa. And we also need two murderers.
Yep.
Hello.
Good. And we have a Clarence. You ready to be murdered?
Yes.
Oh, good. Always good to hear. All right, so off we go to the dark, mysterious, and dripping corridors of the Tower. Okay, chaps, have a good time. I'll see you on the other side.
Sorrow breaks seasons, and reposing hours makes the night morning, and the noontide night. Princes have but their titles for their glories, an outward honour for an inward toil, and an unfelt imaginations they often feel a world of restless cares, so that between their titles and low name, there's nothing differs but the outward fame.
Oh, who's there? Who's here?
What wast thou, fellow, and how camest thou hither?
I would speak with Clarence. I came hither on my legs.
What so brief?
'Tis better, sir, than to be tedious. Let him see our commission and talk no more.
I am in this, commanded to deliver the noble Duke of Clarence to your hands. I will not reason what is meant hereby, because I will be guiltless from the meaning. There lies the Duke asleep, and here the keys. I'll to the king and signify to him that thus I have resigned to your charge.
You may, sir. 'Tis a point of wisdom. Fare you well.
What shall we stab him as he sleeps?
No. He'll say 'twas done cowardly when he wakes.
Why, he shall never wake until the great judgment day.
Why, then he'll say we stabbed him sleeping.
The urging of that word judgment hath bred a kind of remorse in me.
What? Art thou afraid?
Not to kill him, having a warrant, but to be damned for killing him, for the which no warrant can defend me.
I thought thou hadst been resolute.
So I am, to let him live.
I'll back to the Duke of Gloucester and tell him so.
Nay, I pray thee stay a little. I hope this passion of my humour will change. It was one told me, but while one holds 20.
How dost thou feel thyself now?
Some certain dregs of conscience are yet within me.
Remember our reward when the deed's done.
Come, he dies. I have forgotten the reward.
Where's thy conscience now?
In the Duke of Gloucester's purse.
When he opens his purse to give us our reward, thy conscience flies out.
It is no matter. Let it go. There are few or none will entertain it.
What if it come to thee again?
I'll not meddle with it. It makes a man a coward. A man cannot steal, but it accuses him. A man cannot swear, but it checks him. A man cannot lie with his neighbour's wife, but it detects him. It made me once restore a purse of gold that, by chance, I found. It beggars any man that keeps it. It is in turn out of towns and cities for a dangerous thing, and every man that means to live well endeavours to trust to himself and live without it.
'Tis even now at my elbow, persuading me not to kill the Duke.
Take the devil in my mind, and believe him not. He would insinuate with thee, but to make thee sigh.
I am strong-framed. He cannot prevail with me.
Spoke like a tall man that respects thy reputation. Come, shall we fall to work?
Take him on the costard with the hilts of thy sword, then throw him in the malmsey butt in the next room.
Oh, excellent device, and make a sup of him.
Soft, he wakes.
Strike!
No, we'll reason with him.
Where art thou, keeper? Give me a cup of wine.
You shall have wine enough, my lord, anon.
In God's name, what art thou?
A man, as you are.
But not as I am royal.
Nor you as we are, loyal.
Thy voice is thunder, but thy looks are humble.
My voice is now the king's, my looks mine own.
How darkly and how deadly dost thou speak? Your eyes do menace me. Why look so pale? Who sent you hither? Wherefore do you come?
To
murder me?
Aye.
You scarcely have the heart to tell me so, and therefore cannot have the heart to do it. Wherein, my friends, have I offended you?
Offended us, you have not. The king.
I shall be reconciled to him again.
Never, my lord. Therefore prepare to die.
Are ye drawn forth among a world of men to slay the innocent? What is my offence? Where is the evidence that doth accuse me? What lawful quest have given their verdict up unto the frowning judge? Or who pronounced the bitter sentence of poor Clarence's death? Before I be convicted by course of law? To threaten me with death is most unlawful. I charge you, as you hope for any goodness, that you depart and lay no hands on me. The deed you undertake is damnable.
What we will do, we do upon command.
And he that hath commanded is our king.
Erroneous vassals, the great King of Kings hath in the table of his law commanded that thou shalt do not murder. Will you then spurn at his edict and fulfill amends? Take heed, for the whole vengeance is in his hands, to hurl upon the heads that break his law.
Who made thee then a bloody minister, when gallant springing brave Plantagenet, that princely novice, was struck dead by thee?
My brothers love the devil and my rage.
Thy brothers love our duty, and thy faults provoke us hither now to slaughter thee.
If you do love my brother, hate not me. I am his brother, and I love him well. If you are hurt for mead, go back again, and I will send you to my brother's Gloucester, who shall reward you better for my life than Edward will for tidings of my death.
You are deceived. Your brother Gloucester hates you.
No. He loves me, and he holds me dear. Go you to him from me.
Come, you deceive yourself. 'Tis he that sends us to destroy you here.
It cannot be, for he bewaped my fortune, and hugged me in his arms, and swore with sobs that he will labour my delivery.
Why, so he doth when he delivers you from this earth's thraldom to the joys of heaven.
Make peace with God. You must die, my lord.
Have you that holy feeling in your souls to console me to make my peace with God? And are you yet to your own souls so blind that you will aware with God by murdering me? Oh, sirs, consider. They set you on to do this deed will hate you for the deed.
What shall we do?
Relent and save your souls.
Relent? No, 'tis cowardly and womanish.
Not to relent is beastly, savage, devilish, my friend. I spy some pity in thy looks. Oh, if thine eye be not a flatterer, come thou on my side, and entreat for me, a begging prince. What beggar pities not?
Look behind you, my lord. No.
Take that, and that, if all this will not do, I'll drown you in the malmsey butt within.
My bloody deed and desperately dispatched. How fain, like Palla, would I wash my hands of this grievous murder.
How now? What mean'st thou that helps me not? By heaven, the Duke shall know how slack you have been.
I would he knew that I have saved his brother. Take thou the fee and tell him what I say, for I repent that the Duke is slain.
So do not I. Go, coward, as thou art. Well, I'll go hide the body in some hole, till that the Duke give order for his burial. And when I have my mead, I will away. For this will out, and then I must not stay.
Well done, guys. Thank you very much. Siegffried, you can come back to life now. We need you in the next scene. Thank you. Jolly good. Well done. Excellent murdering. Thank you very much. Always a strange scene, that one, but always most enjoyable to have that, almost that touch of comedy, touch of lightness in the middle of such a dark play. And it's such a creepy scene. Even creepier because it's got that lightness. You'd think the guy that wrote this was really good. So we're going to stay in Richard III for our next offering. Now, I've started giving myself new little challenges when we do these scenes. And the aim is that at least, I try and get a scene that gets everybody in a cast in together. And I just about managed it with this one, but we'll see how it goes. So is everybody ready to go back off? There we go. We've got Geoffrey, we've got everybody else who's ready to go. Can I just have a quick yes from everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think I heard you all. So we're sticking with Richard III. Thank you, Geoffrey. I'll see you in a second. We're sticking with Richard III. We are dealing with the young princes who are coming into London in order to take over their new responsibilities after the death of their father, King Edward. And they're going to be met by various of their uncles and advisors, and they're going to receive some advice and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so when I disappear, we will have entering the young prince, the Duke of Gloucester, Buckingham, the Cardinal, and Catesby, I hope. I hope everybody's going to turn up. Okay, enjoy the scene, everybody, and I will see you. I'll be seeing you in the scene, and I'll see you on the other side. Here we go.
Welcome, sweet prince, to London, to your chamber.
Oh, welcome, dear cousin. My thoughts sovereign. The weary way have made you melancholy.
No, uncle, but our crosses on the way have made it tedious, wearisome, and heavy. I want more uncles here to welcome me.
Sweet prince, the untainted virtue of your years have not yet dived into the world's deceit. No more can you distinguish of a man than of his outward show, which God, he knows, seldom or never jumpeth with the heart. Those uncles that you want were dangerous. Your grace attended to their sugared words, but look not on the poison of their hearts. God, keep you from them, and from such false friends.
Oh, God, keep me from false friends, but they were none.
Well, my lord, the Mayor of London has come to greet you.
God bless your grace with health and happy days.
I thank you, my good lord, and thank you all. I thought my mother and my brother York would long ere this have met us on the way. Fie, what a slug is Hastings, that he comes not to tell us whether they will come or no.
And in good time, here comes the sweating lord.
Welcome, my lord. Will our mother come?
On what occasion, God he knows, not I. The Queen your mother and your brother York have taken sanctuary. The tender prince would fain have come with me to meet your grace, but by his mother was perforce withheld.
Fie, what an indirect and peevish course is this of hers! Lord Cardinal, will your grace persuade the Queen to send the Duke of York unto his princely brother presently? If she denies, Lord Hastings go with him, and from her jealous arms pluck him perforce.
My Lord of Buckingham, if my weak oratorio can from his mother win the Duke of York, anon expect him here. But if she be obdurate to mild entreaties, God forbid we should infringe the holy privilege of blessed sanctuary. Not for all this land would I be guilty of too great a sin.
You are too senseless, obstinate, my lord, too ceremonious and traditional. Were it but with the grossness of this age, you break not sanctuary in seizing him. The benefit thereof is always granted to those whose dealings have deserved the place, and those who have the wit to claim the place. This prince hath neither claimed nor deserved it, and therefore, in my opinion, cannot have it. Then, taking it from thence that is not there, you break no privilege, nor charter there. Oft have I heard of sanctuary men, but sanctuary since children? Now till now.
My lord, you shall rule my mind for once. Lord Hastings, will you go with me?
I go, my lord.
He did, my gracious lord, begin that place, which since succeeded ages have reedified.
Is it upon record? Prince, can you find the cue? It is upon record, or else reported successively from age to age he built it.
Or else before successfully from age to age he built it.
Upon record, my gracious lord.
But say, my lord, it were not registered. Methinks the truth should live from age to age, as were relayed to all posterity, even to the general ending day.
So wise, so young. So wise, so young, they say, do never live long.
What?
So wise, so young, they say, do never live long.
What say you, uncle?
I say, without characters, fame lives long. Thus, like the formal vice, iniquity, I moralize two meanings in one word.
Ah, that Julius Caesar was a famous man. With what his valor did enrich his wit set down to make his valor live. Death makes no conquest of his conqueror, for now he lives in fame, though not in life. I'll tell you what, my cousin Buckingham.
What, my gracious lord?
And if I live until I be a man, I'll win our ancient right in France again, or die a soldier if I live a king.
Short summers, like they have a forward spring.
Now in good time, here comes the Duke of York.
Richard of York, how fares our noble brother?
Well, my dear lord, so must I call you now?
Aye, brother, to our grief as it is yours. Too late he died that might have kept that title, which by his death had lost much majesty.
How fares our cousin, noble Lord of York? How fares our cousin, noble Lord of York?
I thank you, gentle uncle. Oh, my lord, you said that idle weeds are fast in growth. The prince, my brother, hath outgrown me far.
He hath, my lord.
And therefore is he idle?
My fair cousin, I must not say so.
Then he is more beholding to you than I.
He may command me as my sovereign, but you have power in me as in a kinsman.
I pray you, uncle, give me this dagger.
Aye, gentle cousin, with all my heart.
A beggar, brother.
Of my kind uncle that I know will give, and being but a toy, which is no grief to give.
Greater gift I'll give my cousin.
A greater gift? Oh, that's the sword to it.
It is to, my gentle cousin, were it light enough.
Oh, then I see you will part but with light gifts. In weightier things you'll say a beggar nay.
It is too weighty for your grace to wear.
I weigh it lightly. Were it heavier?
What, would you have my weapon, little lord?
I would that I might thank you, as you call me.
How?
Little.
My lord of York will still be cross in talk. Uncle, your grace knows how to bear with him.
You means to bear me, not to bear with me. Uncle, my brother mocks both you and me, because that I am little, like an ape. He thinks that you should bear me on your shoulders.
With what a sharp provided witty reasons to mitigate the scorn he gives his uncle, he prettily and aptly taunt himself. So cunning and so young is wonderful.
My lord, will please you pass along myself and my good cousin Buckingham will to your mother, to entreat of her to meet you at the tower and welcome you.
What? Will you go into the tower, my lord?
My lord protector will have it so.
Oh, I shall not sleep in quiet at the tower.
Why, what should you fear?
Marry, my Uncle Clarence' angry ghost. My grandam told me he was murdered there.
I fear no uncle's dead.
None living either. None that live, I hope.
And if they live, I hope I need not fear. But come, my lord, and with a heavy heart, thinking of them, go I unto the tower.
And off they go to the safety and security of lodgings in the Tower of London. Would that it remained so. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Well done for a group scene. Now, I like throwing in little group scenes or larger scenes because a lot of people say to us about this technique, oh, well, it's easy. You just wait for the other person to stop talking. That works a bit, not entirely, but it works a bit when you're on scene with one other, on stage with one other person. As soon as there are 3 people or more, it's a whole different ball game. So, right. Oh, hello. Apparently my video has just been spotlighted. That's terribly exciting. Okay, so one more scene for this afternoon, and then we will release everybody out into the remains of, well, we hope it's sunny where you are. It's sunny where we are today, sunny in London. So we're going to end again. I mean, they haven't been terribly heavy going. Okay, we murdered somebody this afternoon, but it's an interesting scene. We're going to have a little touch of things we've done in the past and a play that is to come in our repertoire later this year. We're going to finish with a little bit of Twelfth Night, which is always a fun play to go visit, even in the, well, not quite the middle of summer, the end of summer where we are now. So we are going into the garden of Lady Olivia, and interesting things have been happening in Olivia's household. She's been repelling the advances of Duke Orsino. She's met and fallen in love with his young servant boy, who may or may not be actually a boy in great Shakespearean tradition. But other things are happening in her house as well. Her steward, Malvolio, who is, should we say, not an advocate of partying at all, or basically people enjoying themselves as seen by other people in the house, has persuaded her to try, to convince her cousin Sir Toby and his friend Sir Andrew and the household fool Feste to behave in a more seemly, quiet and orderly manner. They're not happy about this, but luckily the clever serving woman Maria has an idea. She has a little plan to trick and catch, and as the Shakespearean telling is, they're going to gull Malvolio into believing something, and then we'll see how that story pans out. Okay, so can I just check that we have Sir Andrew?
Yes.
Give me a yes, right, and we have a Feste.
Aye.
Always good to have the full. Sir Toby, are you with us? Good. Maria, are you ready to be clever?
I am indeed.
Of course you are. And Malvolio, are you there, sir? Give me a quick yes.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. It's always good to just check the connections are working before we start. So I will be vanishing directly. Take us into your plots, your toils, deep in the beautiful garden of Olivia's house. And let's see how Maria's little plan plays out. Enjoy yourselves, guys. I'll see you on the other side.
Come thy way, Signor Feste.
Nay, I'll come, if I lose a scruple of this sport. Let me be boiled to death with Boris and Trump and sprinkle of May.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the niggardly rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exalt, man. You know, he brought me out of favour with my lady.
And we can call him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
To be.
Sir Andrew, and we do.
And we do not.
Of our
It is
lives.
pity of our lives.
Oh, here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get ye all 3 into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down into this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting, lie thou here. For here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Here's an overweening rogue.
Here's an overweening rogue.
Try it, I could so beat the rogue.
The beast, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Oh, rogue.
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Oh, there's example for it. Prince Harry married Megan. Lady of the Strake, he married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fire on him, Jezebel!
Peace now, he's deeply in. Look how his imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state.
I was about to hit him in the eye.
Calling my offers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone.
Peace, peace.
And then, with a demure travel of regard, to telling them that I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and
Oh,
shackles.
peace, peace, peace. Now, now.
Several of my people with a obedient start make out for him. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Hello, Liv.
Our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I stretch my hand to him thus, and with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow of the lip then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes, having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out scab.
Hey, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight,
That's me, I warrant you.
one Sir Andrew.
I knew it was. For many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Oh, now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace. And the spirit of humours we intimate reading aloud.
By my life, 'tis my lady's hand. Thus makes she her C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus makes she her great P's.
C's, her V's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown lover, and my best wishes. Well, very phrases. 'Tis my lady's hand. To whom should this be?
This wings him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows, no man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio.
Hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I to sway my life. Neighbour, let me see.
Ooh, what poison has she dressed in?
I may command where I adore. Or she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady.
What should that alphabetical
What does
position?
that alphabetical position portend? Softly, M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that.
M. Malvolio, that's my name.
Did I not tell you you'd work it out?
M. But then there's no consonancy in the sequel. I mean, A should follow, but O does.
Oh, and O shall end, I hope.
I'll cudgle him and make him cry, oh!
And then I comes behind. M-O-A-I. Oh, crush this a little, and it would fall to me, for every one of these letters is in my name. Soft. Here follows prose. If this should fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are become great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust up on them. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remembered. 2. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. This is open. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and she did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love, and directs me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be in yellow stockings and cross-gartered even in the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not but know who I am. If thou entertains my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, dear, oh, my sweet, still smile, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
Oh. I will not give my part of this work for a pension of thousands.
I couldn't for this device.
So good, A2.
No other dowry with her, but such another jest.
Nor are neither.
Oh, here comes my noble gold catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot on my neck?
Oh, mine either.
Shall I play my freedom at trade trip and become thy bondslave?
A face or either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of leaves, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true. Does it work upon him?
Like aquavitae with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and to the colour she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.
Bravo, everybody. Well done. Thank you very much. Always good to end with a bit of fun and laughter. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, everybody pop back up and let us wave a quick farewell. And those of you out there, while the cast comes back on, if you wonder what might be going to happen next in 12th Night, then all I can say is tune in with us in December, because the play, we'll do the whole play. That's going to be our December play. So we got plenty to do before then. Okay, so thank you very much to everybody. Thank you, Fergus, Dewi, and Geoffrey, and Linda, and Larissa, and I think that was everybody. And Siegffried, always Siegffried. We love you, Siegffried. Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. To those of you out there who were watching, I'm sorry. Apparently I've been getting messages saying we've been having some difficulties. I'm sorry. I hope you managed to watch it okay, and we will look into that for next time. Next week, next Sunday, we are taking the weekend off. Not because it's my birthday, but it is my birthday that weekend. I just thought I'd say that. No, it's our regular weekend off. We will be back in October with more scenes, and specifically on October the 11th with a full production of Love's Labour's Lost. We're going to give ourselves a little treat and do some comedy, and we're really looking forward to it. So we look forward to seeing you all in October. If you need a quick top up from Q Scripting next Sunday, then we are going to be bringing back onto our gallery one of our very first productions from, I think, from March, which is Taming of the Shrew. So if you feel like dipping back into that, then that will be available again for you next weekend, and we hope you enjoy it. We certainly enjoyed doing it. I'm going to be really interested to have a look at it myself, because things just pass so quickly. So everybody enjoy the rest of today. Everybody have a very good week. Have a good fortnight until we speak to you again. Please continue to take good care of yourselves and each other. So remember your masks, remember your visors, keep your distance where you can. It's going to be an interesting autumn, but, well, as they all say, we can get through this together. Okay, so, and we will see you in a couple of weeks for a little more entertainment and distraction. Okay, so take care, everybody. We will see you then. Farewell. Take good care of yourselves. And I'll watch for a message to tell us when we're off, because I don't know.